Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Michelle Chiam, and welcome back to another Michelle Chiam's Tarot. Today was an amazing day. I just rested today. I needed some rest. I'm always going, doing something. And so part of taking care of yourself is resting. It's a difference between sleeping and resting. When I woke up, I felt real refreshed. And sometimes you can go to sleep and wake up and not feel refreshed. So I'm grateful that I was not able to have no interruptions today and I was able to get some rest. Now, today we're going to be doing part two of the sun sign. What does it mean for you to have a sun sign? And I think this is going to be the last information on the sun sign. We're going to move on to what does it mean to have a moon sign? Okay? And this is a part of my astrology series that I'm doing. I want you to be able to understand who you are as a whole and how you can figure out why you do what you do. And one of the ways that you can figure that out is by knowing what's in your birth chart. And like I said, there are many free apps on Google or on the internet where you can find out what is your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. Okay? I want to do something different today, okay? I was sitting here trying to figure out, okay, what kind of jokes can I tell to make people laugh? Laughter is medicine, okay? And I love laughing. If you are just like a pure nut and you tell jokes just because you're a genuine person and you want to uplift someone's spirit, I love being around you. Okay? Now, the jokes that I'm about to tell, I don't know if y'all gonna find them funny, but I found them funny. And I try not to take life too serious. You know what I'm saying? So, I can find the joy and the laughter in almost anything. Okay? One of the jokes I want to tell you is, why did the astrologer get arrested? Why did the astrologer get arrested? You want to know why? Because the astrologer got arrested for mooning in public. And I thought it was funny. I was cracking up when I first heard that. I was like, "Whoa, that's funny." You know what I'm saying? The next joke is, what do you call a woman who sets fire to all her bills? And then you can even say, what do you call a woman that just sets fire to anything, like Angela Bassett? Angela Bassett in the Waited to Excel when she set fire to that car. I thought that part was hilarious. And I said, that's what he get. That's what he get for cheating on her with a white woman. What do you call a woman who sets fire to her bills? You call her Bernadette. You get it? Bernadette. Okay, the last joke I got is, what did the glass say to the empty glass? And you can say this to your spouse when they get on your last cotton picking nerves. What did they say to the empty glass? They said, "You look drunk." You look drunk. You need to piss somebody up when they drunk. Can't tell them you an empty glass. You ain't about shit. I'm sorry, y'all. Now that was funny. That was funny. That's what what you need to tell your partner. Or anybody get on your nerves when they come around drunk, yo. I hope y'all like that, yo. I pray to goodness y'all laughed and had a little fun in that little segment right there. But that is hilarious, yo. Now what I'm about to tell y'all is we're gonna talk about the sun sign. Okay? The sun sign is the zodiac sign that the sun occupies at the time of your birth. Always remember. So when you were born, wherever the sun was in the sky, that's your sun sign. Okay? Now, I always play music before I begin my readings. And I do not own the copyrights to this song, okay? If you want to hear it, the whole song, go on YouTube and download it or play it. This song is called Sam Bostic Zodiac Sign. His name is spelled Sambostic. Zodiac sign. And I love this song. I love it. And this song to me it represents to me how powerful you are. No matter what your sun sign is, this is how powerful you are. Because you got people who want to come and they want to chase you. Why? Because you're so sexy and alluring. You so handsome and captivating. Okay, so hold on. I love the music, the guitar. It's something phenomenal about it. It's sexy, man. You got people watching your little butt, your tall butt. They looking at you like, I want that. That's how powerful you are. You ain't got to do nothing but lick your lips and give them away. Okay. That's how powerful you are. Zodiac sign. I like that song, yo. That's the first time I heard that song. And I love everything, the energy that he puts into the song. And if you don't have nobody in your life like that yet, just keep living your life. Keep working on you, and you're going to attract someone just like that. The way he talks about the woman in the song and how he desires her, like, it's just phenomenal, yo. And you gotta realize you hold that power. You hold that power. And that's why you're gonna be having so many options sooner or later. But let's pray when these options come, whether they from the past or the future, that you already be hooked. Hey, let's go on into the notes. Okay, for zodiac signs, on the other hand, they refer to the 12 constellations of stars that the sun, the moon, and the planets crisscross or cross paths at the time of your birth. That's the definition of zodiac signs. The definition of constellation or constellations is a group of stars. So when you're looking at the stars at night, you're actually looking at constellations or a constellation. I said this in the last reading. I'm going to repeat it again. Constellations were named after objects, animals, and people a long time ago. And so when you look in the sky at night, some of you have a very detailed eye. When you look at certain things, you pay attention to all details, okay? Sometimes if you look at the stars at night or take a telescope, you'll see the stars and they'll be in line and they form a certain shape. They can look like animals. They can look like people. They can look at like objects. Okay, and I think that you're gonna have a telescope to do that. But the stars are so mesmerizing, just like you are. Okay? Your sun sign symbolizes your life force energy. It relates to all the things that make you you, like your personality and your characteristics. Also, your sun sign talks about how you physically move through the world, how you talk and act around other people. It represents how you shine outwardly and go after what your heart's desires are. This is where you get your individual traits. What is a trait? A trait is a personality characteristic. Your sun sign also describes your natural expressions. So your natural expressions are just the way you normally look during a certain given situation. Now, let's say if somebody passed away in your family and you had to go to a funeral and you cry. The way you look when you cry, that's your natural expression. The way you look when something makes you happy is your natural expression. The way you look when someone makes you angry is your natural expression. And you get it. So forth and so forth. To sum up everything about your sun sign is who you are as a whole. It describes your soul. So if you want to know if someone is about anything, if they're very intelligent, if they have any substance to who they are, if they're not a boring person, if they are a time waster, the first place you need to look is figure out what is their sun sign. And you can figure that out. Once you begin to know someone's sun sign, you can gather up from there whether you really want to spend time with that person or invest in a business career, a job with that person, or do anything with that person. If you ignore the sun sign and then you go and you start interacting with that person, they disappoint you, that's your fault. If you came across this video and I told you, and you still go out there and don't try to figure out who people's sun sign is, and then you get involved with them and they disappoint you, that's your fault. And some people like Christianity or people in religion, they don't either believe in this or they don't participate in it. But there's a lot of people that do. They read horoscopes. Okay, and most horoscopes are based off of your sun sign, even though there's more to you than your sun sign. But your sun sign is the main factor of where people start if they want to really get to know who you are as a person. So, in order to find out somebody has some substance, if they worth anything, and if they wasted your time, pay attention to their sun sign. If you want to date specific people and you want to know more about them, ask them. The first question you should be asking: what is your sun sign? What is your sun sign? And do you do some research on that sun sign? And then you see if that person and you are compatible through your sun sign. Now, that's just the beginning, but that's not going to tell you everything you need to know about that person and whether you wasted your time. But it's going to be a start, a beginning start. Okay? Also, the the actual day you were born is your sun sign. Okay? If you want to know what your sun sign is, you use your time, date, and place of birth, and then you'll get your sun sign. When you are researching your birth chart, they're going to always ask you to put in on the internet the place you were born, the date you were born, and the time that you was born. So that's why it's very important for everyone to know what time they were born. Now, I must warn you, don't go giving this information out to everybody. Because there are some people who have a very magnificent, phenomenal spiritual gift. They can read into the past, present, and future. Some people, they believe in spell work and black magic and all that other stuff. So, if people have this type of information, sometimes they can manipulate some things in your life. And if you don't believe me, then what I suggest you do is go on Facebook, join some of these psychic groups, and start giving these psychics your information. And you might not know whether they're good or bad, because not all psychics have your best interests at heart, and not all of them are good or bad. But give a couple of these psychics your information. And then live your life a little bit. And I guarantee you, with this, some of them psychics, they're going to be scammers. And when you don't want to give them money or do things that they want you to do, they start doing certain stuff to manipulate the universe and certain energies and stuff. And then certain things will start happening in your life. And you're going to sit back and not understand why. Because you gave someone the key to who you are. And I don't do spell work. I don't do black magic. I don't do none of those things because I don't really understand them and I haven't really looked into them. Okay? But I truly believe that if something is meant for you to have, you don't have to manipulate the universe to get it. You don't have to do certain things to get it. Now, there are some spells that are not evil, okay? And I'm not going to say that I haven't tried it in the past. I have. And I think I did a spell years ago, a money spell at my mother's house. God bless her soul. And I didn't realize that when I did the money spell, I said afterwards that this stuff ain't work. But then when I just came to my mind when I was thinking now, I said, wait a minute, I got more money than I ever imagined. And I'm never broke. And it's because when I did the spell, I had sincere intentions. You know what I'm saying? But that was like just one time I did a money spell. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes some spells, they do work. And I'm going to look back into that so I can help my clients to attract the life that they want to live. But I do know how to attract money as well. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this is what your sun sign means. And so, if you want to really know about a person and you want to know, should I talk to them, should I not? Figure out what their sun sign is and then research it. Say, well, let's say you're a Cancer and they're a Sagittarius. Just look up, are Cancers and Sagittarius, do they mesh well together? Do they, when they date, are they good at dating together? And then most 9 times out of 10, they'll describe the personality of the Sagittarius and they'll describe your personality and what makes y'all mesh together. But that's the beginning that I think all people should do. And it don't matter if you're a religion or not. Look up your sun sign, okay? And just look up your sun sign just so you can get a more in depth of who you are. You'll be surprised at what you read in your sun sign. You know, the majority of stuff you already know. But there'll be more stuff about yourself that you won't know that will surprise you and wake you up about how powerful you are. Okay? Now, I am done with this reading. I pray that this reading has blessed you. I pray that you laugh, you know. The jokes that I told, I believe they was hilarious to me. I'm sorry. And they were simple little jokes. But we all gotta laugh because laughter is medicine. Especially like when you have a messed up day and somebody pisses you off. Turn on some comedy. Turn on some comedy. That's all you do. Like when I have a messed up day, I love Cat Williams. I love Monique, the one from the Parkers. And I turn them on, I start kiki and high. I love the man from I can't think of his name right now. When I think of it, I'll tell you on the next video, okay? He's a white guy. Full House. He just passed away, I think, last year or the year before last. And I was watching him, and he's hilarious to me. I mean, he is hilarious. So when you sad, angry, whatever, and your day out of whack, just turn on some comedy, you know, and make yourself laugh. Because laughter is also healing. It'll heal your soul. Okay? All right, I'm getting ready to take this reading out. And I just pray that you enjoyed this reading. And know that I love you. I love you. I love you. I really, really love you. I love that song. Once again, that's Sam Bostic, Bostic, Zodiac sign. I love you. I really do. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for supporting this channel. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, share this video with as many people as you can. And Just know that the best is yet to come for you, because you're not giving up. You're not throwing in the towel. If you throw in the towel, you ain't going to be able to see the rainfall, the blessings that's getting ready to overflow for you. I love you guys, and I'm just so happy today. Sometimes you don't need a reason to be happy. Just be happy. Be happy that you have another chance to live. I'm happy I have another chance to be able to talk to so many handsome kings and gorgeous queens, to inspire you, to motivate you, to lift you up. If you feel like there's anything else you want to see me talk about in these readings, by all means, let me know. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me. Until next time, you stay blessed and highly favored.